sometimes you just think, just for the quiet life. But I am watching you. Don't get no ideas. Don't be trying to touch me nowhere, especially not under the table, because I will sock you one in front of all your little friends. Okay,
well,
I don't care
try
what
and
you're
make
drunk.
it seem like it's a team building thing. Come on, and get to
no.
know your fellow employees. Come on. Nope.
No, I don't want to spend time with you. I told you already. It's too much already that I have to be here with you lot in the office because some of you are just nasty beyond. But anyway, I'm about to just go off on one. I'm sorry. So let's take the break because this is apt. Because I'll be telling them the same way like how Ludacris likes to drop it on them. Get back! You don't know me like that. We'll be right back on the other side after this.
Heads up! Heads up! Here's another one.
Hi, this is Avani, UK Soul Queen Diva, and you're tuned into the Ask Avani Show on the Get Global Network.
Good afternoon and welcome back. This is the Ask Avani Show, people. Yes, right here on SoMetro Radio. Hope you are enjoying today's show. Just to recap, just in case you have not been with us, sexual harassment and discrimination in workplace and public. Is it supposedly just playful banter gone too far, or something far more serious that really needs to be addressed and stamped out? That is the question I have been posing this afternoon. K-Rose. Oh my God! Before the break, I was just getting in it. I was getting heated again. But yes, on behalf of the fellas, we had to be fair and say that it does happen. But, CK Rose, this is a must-watch video, people. A video alert. Okay, link 23. This is a powerful new film. And I really think that people need to watch this. Black women speak out against racist sexual harassment. It's very short, but it's heartfelt and to the point. It's a discussion on film about the daily racial and sexual discrimination that black women face just trying to live their lives and go about their day. K-Rose, I'm sorry. When I saw this video, I was like, oh, my God. Because I could identify in so many ways. And it was something that I thought, my God. A lot of the women were saying, as we mentioned earlier, like they'll just be walking down the road and then all of a sudden they'll get somebody, it doesn't matter whether it's a black man or another man from another race who just, starts the hooting and the hollering, as you guys say, as we say over there. And they're just looking at them and they're leering and then, psst and all that, yow, and all that stupid stuff which we hate. Take note, men. Do I look like a cat? As I said earlier, I shall repeat that again. And it's rhetorical, so you don't need to answer that. Okay. Just so we clear, she don't fancy you, so you need to go about your business. If you really want to get her attention in, if you are really man enough, then you need to step to her properly or just go about your business because she's not interested. Okay, goodbye. I'm sorry, but she said, from the moment and it gets to the point where a lot of them were saying this, a lot of the women on the video were saying this, from the moment they leave their house, they're aware of how they look, so they've had to think about what they put on to avoid being harassed. They've had to pretend to be listening to music on their phone or whatever sometimes to avoid being harassed. They've had to, if some bloke comes up to them and they're not giving him the time of day, in the beginning, as I said, he's going on with all that psst and all that stuff, and she's ignoring him. All of a sudden, he just starts turning nasty and wants to be racially harassing her and telling her she's a black this and a black that and da-da-da, And I was like, really? In this day and age, we are still on that. So you got to resort to being an idiot, first class, just because you're not getting no attention. And then you get racist about it. Then what makes you think I would want to mess with you anyway now, after you've just shown your true colours? Oh, you know what? Some people, man, K-Rose, I'm serious. I really... These people, they need help, They really need help. And see, this video was so powerful because not many people... up until now, obviously nowadays, are getting more brave to speak out. And these women sat there and they took the time, and you could see that they were a bit apprehensive, but then some of them, you just realised they got to that point where they just felt that they really wanted to share their stories and their experiences because they'd had enough. Mm-hmm. Because it's constant. I mean, link 24, K-Rose. Now, I found this. This is beautiful. I found this on social media. And in my mind, this is what those types of people that we've just been speaking about, the racist and the sexist ones, this is what they see. A beautiful black woman. And in their mind, she is only to be objectified as a piece of meat or whatever else, a sexual object. in my mind and in the minds of other black, beautiful women around the world, yes, we are beautiful black women and we are confident and just going about our daily business, but we are not looking for attention. But unfortunately, because of the idiots that we see around the world, they're probably going to get it anyway. And I've heard a song being played in this video, and it moved me so much, Rose, as I said to you, and it moved me. I had to go and find it online. Beautiful song. We are going to play it for you on the show so you can hear it. I loved it. I just thought, wow. And you know the irony? The song is called Bad Blood. And I just thought, wow. The connotations of that were just not lost on me, because I just thought, okay, why is there bad blood? And we know, I'm sorry people, we're just going to have to do it just a little bit. History has documented some of the many instances, and of course we know there's modern day accounts, even more so with social media and technology, okay? This makes it easier for internet trolls, you know, those haters, those racists, those stalkers, to spew their rhetoric and vitriol. I'm sorry, but I could go down the rabbit hole, Rose. I really could. But link 25. Just so you guys can see where I'm coming from on this particular point, let us know at Ask Avani Show. It's called Slavery and the Roots of Sexual Harassment. You know, I'm not even going to go into it because, Rose, that is a show in of itself.
And should be a show.
Yeah. It is a crazy... I looked at that and I just thought, wow. I read it and I thought, see, these things are so rooted in history, and it's like we just can't get rid of it. It's still happening today, here, now, in this day and age. And it's like, why? Link 26, Rose. Racialized sexual harassment in the lives of African American women. Now, the reason why, unfortunately, I've had to really press home this point, people, is because it does seem to be, and obviously I'm a woman, I'm a black woman, so I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to just put it out there, that we, even now, in this day and age, are still suffering racial, sexual discrimination and harassment, whether it be in the workplace, whether it be in our daily lives, whether it be both, you know, because it's like you just can't get away from it. You see what I mean? You cannot get away from it. Now, link 27, Rose. Now, I have to say to people, just as an aside, it does contain some strong explicit language, so apologies for any of profanity or innuendo. That is the article in its original form. But I wanted to share that, link 27, Rose, because when I saw it, okay, I just thought, even with all the advancements that we have made, especially in technology, for example, and you know I love my technology, but where there's good, there is always a bad side to things, and this talks about the unbelievable harassment that black women face daily on social media, such as Twitter. Okay. You can see that I'm slowing down now, because I want people to understand the gravitas of what I'm saying. If you're a black woman out there and you can identify with what we're saying here on the Ask Avani Show, say, please let us know at Ask Avani Show, aptly on Twitter, you can do that. And I'm just curious what people think, because especially if you have been or are still, unfortunately, going through this, getting trolls. So, like, for example, if you talk about civil rights or things like that, I noticed, especially in the article, they were saying, especially if you're an activist or something like that, you do tend to get a lot of vitriol, a lot of, you know, trolls telling you all sorts of nastiness. And you just think, wow. You know, and they don't know you, and they probably wouldn't come up and say that to your face in the street, because they know they're going to get, as you guys call it, an ass whooping. But
at a minimum.
Yeah, but they're just like, okay, I'm just going to try my luck on Twitter, because I think that I deserve to be able to tell her what I think. Well, what you think actually really doesn't matter. Let's just put it out there on the real, because you don't know nothing. And people are free to, especially as political activists and such, they are free to make their points about very valid situations and experiences. So whatever, we don't even care what you think, because your opinion don't matter anyhow. Okay. People! Link 28. Now, Rose, I saw this and I was like, you know what? We have to share. We have to share because people, my time is running out on me. I have so much to share, but you guys can go and look at my post, my pod post, as I like to call it, because yes, today's show topics are in there. But link 28, Keros. Yes. President Obama explained why the hashtag Black Lives Matter is important, and as we all know, we can't dismiss it, and we should not want to dismiss it. But I am so glad that he took the time, however short it may have been, because he just said it to the point. You know, this is happening to too many people. And yes, and it's happening because, you know, law enforcement, certain people in law enforcement are feeling whatever in their justification that they should be allowed to just go up and shoot a black man. Obviously, we've said this before, I'll say it again. Not all police and other types of law enforcement are racist. Not all of them are trigger happy. You know, again, the gun debate is another thing that I'm sure will just continue to roll on and on. But, Kairos, I mean, really, you know, even the president has said it because he is the most powerful man in the Western world, right?
Yes.
And even he has had to take the time and address that full on, which you don't expect, but which we're very happy that he did. Isn't that correct?
Well, it's because it needed to happen.
Yeah, but you know, some people may not have the cojones to say it. Sorry. But they just don't. And I have to say this. It's unbelievable and it's incredibly sad that in this day and age, still, these types of things are happening. And you just think, oh my God, because what are we going to do about it? Because we want to stop the next generation having to go through this, because it's just perpetuating the cycle all over again unless we find a way to put a stop to it, full stop. You know, and it just has to stop. All this sexual, racial, hate, discrimination, harassment, racism, all of it needs to just stop. Because as far as I'm concerned, we got to focus. We got to work together. We've got to change the future because yes, all lives matter. And the hashtag Black Lives Matter, there's a reason for that. There is a reason for that, isn't it?
Oh, but the reason is the people who want to say you should say all lives matter have not recognized the problem and the devaluation that has been put upon minority lives. They've devalued our lives. So that's why we have to make sure we talk about the fact that our lives matter just as much as your lives matter. Absolutely. And you need to recognize that. It's not that we're trying to say we're better, which has been said by other races than, you know, wow. They've said they're better than us. We're just trying to tell you that our lives matter also, and we're trying to bring it to your attention so you possibly, when you put that gun in the face of that person in that car or in the public place, look at them as a human being and make a better decision.
Absolutely, because there's all sorts of, I mean, as you said, I've heard that as well, and you just think, really? People would really say that? But again, bigotry, and some people really just, they need help. You know, they really need help. But I don't understand. I mean, I wanted to bring that subject to the fore yet again today, because people, my time is running out on me. I mean, okay, if you missed today's show, please go and find the pod post, as I say, because it'll have all the information and all the things that we've been talking about on today's show. Because, guys, I mean, even in Hollywood, even in places such as Hollywood, they're finally started to come out and say, yeah, there is sexism here as well. And those are the types of environments that you just don't expect people to, you know, admit to being a problem, especially like that. But it is. That's where it's happening. You just think, my God, I'm wow. I'm amazed at some of the things that I've seen and come across, and in putting the show together today, oh my goodness, as I said, it's a rabbit hole, people. Oof. There's just so much I could share with you. Ooh, okay, Rose. Wow. Wow. It's been real, people. This has been the Ask Avani Show right here on SoMetro Radio as part of the Get Global Network. Now, I have to say, you can listen to the Ask Avani Show podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, and Spreaker because we are worldwide and international. Isn't that right, K-Rose?
That's absolutely correct.
So I have to start saying